You know it. You know. You know it.
Eyes, one vision, intentional hearts, counseling and consulting. Hi everyone, I am Tashara Jackson, also known as Dr. TJ. I am excited to be co-partnering with my beautiful friend Marcene. I specialize in working with teens and young adults who come from difficult lives or who may be a little bit harder to love. Counseling is, I feel like, my passion and my calling. Hi, I'm Marcene Weatherall. I'm a licensed chemical dependency counselor, and I'm excited to be a partner with Tashara Jackson and Intentional Hearts. My specialty is addiction and trauma using the solution-focused approach, and I believe that you are your best accessory. Five, one vision, intentional arts, counseling, and consulting.
No.
I'll show you. Fingers.
Hi everyone, I am Tashara Jackson, also known as Dr. TJ. I am excited to be co-partnering with my beautiful friend Marcene. I specialize in working with teens and young adults who come from difficult lives or who may be a little bit harder to love. Counseling is, I feel like, my passion and my calling.
Hi, I'm Marcene Weatherall. I'm a licensed chemical dependency counselor, and I'm excited to be a partner with Tashara Jackson and Intentional Hearts. My specialty is addiction and trauma using the solution-focused approach, and I believe that you are your best accessory.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the launch for Intentional Hearts Counseling and Consulting. We are so glad you're here. I am Marcene Weatherall. I'm a licensed chemical dependency counselor, and I am co-owner and partner with Dr. TJ. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I am Tashara Jackson Shaw, better known as Dr. TJ. I am excited to be partnering with my good friend, Marcene. We're both LCDCs, and we are excited to be opening Intentional Hearts Counseling and Consulting. We want to hear from you in the chat. Share in the chat where you're from. We want to see who's coming, who's joining us from the furthest distance away from DFW. So just put it in the chat.
Super excited that you're here to celebrate this launch. We have a couple hours of some fun and exciting things to share with you today. We have some giveaways. We have some guest speakers that are coming on, and we want you to leave here fully informed about what we are doing, what our vision and our mission is, and hopefully you will partner with us in this new venture.
Yes. So tell us who you are in the chat. If you're with any organizations or you are connected with mental health in any way, please share a little bit about yourselves in the chat. Whatever you feel comfortable sharing.
Thank you, family and friends who are here today for this launch and this open house.
So we want to start with just telling you a little bit about, like, how did Intentional Hearts even come to be? I have known Marcene since 2012, since June 2012. And Marcene, we met, I don't know if you remember, but we met in a conference room.
Yes.
And I was flustered because I had just driven 2 hours, I think, for a job interview. And you were one of the persons in my interview. And you just had a calming and soothing face. So I remember I kept looking at you and one other lady because y'all were smiling. And we worked together for 10, 11 years, formed a great friendship. And then tell them about what happened in August.
So in August, we started having some conversations about venturing out on our own and taking what we do in the school district that we were currently working in and expanding those services more globally. And we came up with Intentional Hearts. We like to know your feedback on our name. Intentional is one of my favorite words. Because I believe anything that you are striving for and anything that you want, you need to be intentional in how you go about getting that. And I'll let you know where the hearts part of that came from.
And the heart part came from me. I always say my focus is on giving hope to the heart. And so we put our two foci together and we came up with Intentional Hearts. And we immediately it stuck with us and we grabbed hold of it. And so that's how we came up with the name Intentional Hearts. That's how we collaborated. And we were just, back in August, we were thinking about it and just kind of planning some different things. And then in January, we said, you know what, let's go all in on this.
And we took a faith step.
Leap.
All the way.
All the way.
All the way. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I believe that beauty comes from within, and it starts with how we think. I'm here to help you, discover. I love helping people discover their inner strength so they can lead happier lives, build confidence, uplift their spirits, improve self-esteem. So I want people to be brave and be intentional about mental health, take a step towards empowerment, and create the life that you've always dreamed of. And that is my philosophy. That's my hope in the work that I am about to step out and do. I believe that beautiful is inside and out. And with my 30 years of experience, I'm taking a faith step with Dr. TJ. And like I said before in the video, I believe that you are your best accessory.
And I am, again, Dr. TJ. Some of you might know me as the Hope Pusher. I am passionate about working with people who come from hard backgrounds, from difficult backgrounds, or people who are currently living in difficult situations. I love seeing. I hold hope for people until they can hold it for themselves. And I love being able to nurture people and to help usher them into a better version of themselves. If someone were to describe me, they would probably tell you that I'm very blunt, but in a loving way. And within a counseling setting, my clients appreciate that I'm not afraid to go there with them, but I don't just throw them in there. I guide them and I help them in there. And we work things out together. They are the expert on themselves. I'm just here to help them figure it out a little bit differently.
And that's where we get two vibes, one vision. And I am very soft with my approach. And so we are two very different people with the same goal in mind and being intentional about your mental health. Our slogan is leave your heart in our hands so that you can face tomorrow. All right, you ready for the first giveaway?
We're ready for the first giveaway.
It looks like we have someone from North Carolina that has logged on.
Whoa.
Anybody that is further from the DFW area than North Carolina?
If there's, Andy, can you tell us if where some of our guests are from today?
Hi, y'all. North Carolina is the farthest I've heard.
Okay. Where are some of our other guests from?
Fort Worth. And I am waiting for some others to tell us where they're from. What I'm seeing is lots of love and support for you guys from all the guests on here.
Thank you.
Yay, thank
We also
you.
have
We have
someone from
Kansas City also.
Yes. The person who is from North Carolina, if you would please, in the chat, you should see our email address. That's support@intentionalheartcc.com. If you would please email us, and you will get our Intentional Hearts t-shirt, because you
Which
have
we
been
do have one
intentional.
on.
Yes,
Shara,
we
show
have
your
them on.
t-shirts.
I don't know how well y'all can
And-
see it, but it's our Intentional Hearts t-shirts, and we will send that to you because we're not driving to North Carolina or flying.
So congratulations, Yogi. Thank you so much for logging on with us today. We hope you give us a little bit more information about yourself, and you have won the first giveaway t-shirt from Intentional Hearts.
Are you ready for another giveaway? All right.
What's the next? What's the next?
In our introductions, we mentioned how long we've known each other and where, and the year. We mentioned the year that we met each other. The first person who could put that in the chat gets a prize.
How did we meet each other and what year for the next giveaway,
How
please?
and what year? And Andy, let us know when someone has the correct answer.
We have someone guessing here. Okay, I have
We've got
Emma Moss.
2011, 2009, 2012 in a conference room, 2010, 2011.
2012 in the
Okay,
conference
2012 in the conference room is Emma Moss. She is the winner.
Yay. Emma, please send us your email address. Send us your email address to support@intentionalheartcc.com. I mean, your address, not your email address. I'm so used to saying that. And we will get a shirt out to you as well.
Please check us out on our website, www.intentionalheartcc.com. And our email address is Marcene@intentionalheartcc.com and Dr. TJ@intentionalheartcc.com.
Yes.
So are you ready to hear from some guest speakers, Dr. TJ?
I am. We have some exciting people who we've known throughout our professional careers, and they are kind enough to grace us at this party and share a little bit about maybe how they know us and what about some of what we do as counselors. And they're going to talk for about 1 or 2 minutes, and we'll go from there. Who do we have up first?
Yes, these
Marcene?
are some of our biggest supporters. And I think who we have up first is Mr. Danny Ross, who is very dear to our hearts.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Danny.
Support. Hi,
Another
Danny.
hero.
Yes, another hero.
You guys have actually done it. I'm so excited for you.
We are too. We appreciate your support.
You are actually doing it. You are actually doing it. So I want to share a little bit about like the both of you and your work and what you do and how you do it and what I'm looking forward to. I recently started as well in this same vein, but I'm so excited to have some people right down the street, right across the street, down the road to help with some of this healing. There is so much work to be done. There's enough work for everyone. And so I'm so excited that I have my sisters here to help on this mission of bringing healing. I know Dr. TJ's passion for helping those youth who have difficulties. I know Marcene's heart for young people, for adults, for families, intervention and helping families get to that next level. If you are an agency and you need someone to go in and do the hard work, these ladies are your people. I know firsthand the work that they do it with passion, they do it with excellence, and they do it with heart. I love y'all. Y'all are going to do amazing. Anything I can do, please let me know. Love you guys.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Danny.
so much, Danny.
You are welcome.
And I
Y'all are
love that you
amazing.
use the word healing, because that is what it's about.
That's what
I
we're
believe
trying
that
to do.
substance use and addiction is just a symptom of something else going on.
Something else is
It's
going
just the
on.
smoke.
Absolutely.
We got to figure out the
Mhm.
fire and do that healing.
Oh yeah.
So
Can't
thank you,
wait.
Danny.
Can't
Thank
wait.
you, Danny.
Thank you guys. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
All righty.
Who's next?
Next, we have a dear friend of mine, Mr. Robert Morris. If you would come on and grace us with your presence.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for being here with us today for our launch.
No problem. I'm excited for you two ladies.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
So I will say, first I'll start with Dr. TJ. I've met her and spoken to her a couple of times, very pleasant, good conversations that we've had at a couple of outings and get-togethers that we had. I'm a former KISD employee as well, ventured off and I'm doing my own thing as a personal trainer, but I enjoyed our conversations. As far as Miss Marcene, we go pretty far back. When I met her, I was working at Central High School. I was actually a health teacher at the time, and met her. We got to know one another. She actually came in and spoke to my students, to my health students, about her role and what she did for Keller ISD, and as far as all the drug and substance abuse and things of that nature. Over that time, we've gotten to know each other very well. She's helped me, checked in on me, a few different things that I've had going on in my life, and losing students and events that took place at the school, things of that nature. I brought up my nephew. She assisted me greatly with him. And one of the things that I've always heard, and I know firsthand from my dealings with her, it's weird, the name that you ladies came up with, the intentional thing. She's very intentional about everything that she does. And I can tell Dr. TJ, you're the same way, but just intentional in wanting to help and wanting to heal, others, and giving them the power and the tools, things that they need for them to be successful. Just things I've heard from different students over the years, just about her, how easy to open up to she is, and willing to share things, and just how sincere that she is in her care and wanting to help others. And that's one thing that I greatly appreciate about her, as well as the friendship that we've built over the years. And I mean, I know this has been a long time coming, been in the works. I didn't know exactly the direction that you two ladies were going to go. I didn't know, Dr. TJ, that you were involved, but the whole intentional thing, I can't think of a better name for, the company that you ladies have created. Just the intentional and the care that you two put into what you do.
Thank you.
And I know that you're going to do great things, help a whole lot of people to do better, whether it's individuals, families, and just all of that. So I'm just super excited for what you ladies are going to be doing.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank
You're
you.
Coach Morris to me. You always
Right.
will be.
When you found, I
And
said,
I
"Oh, that's Coach
appreciate it.
Morris." I don't know who Robert is.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for your time. I really appreciate it. It means a lot.
It
No
does.
problem. Now I'm off to go train, but best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, take care.
Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Who do we have next, Marcene?
Who is next? I think it is Gaylin. Are you here?
I'm here. Can you
Are
hear
you
me?
able to turn on your camera?
There you go.
There you are. Hi, Gaylin.
Hi, Gaylin.
Hello. How are y'all?
Good.
Thank you
Good.
for being here today to support us during our launch. I know you're having a
Well,
busy day today, so we appreciate your time.
Are you
I
parked?
am happy
First
to
of
do
all,
that.
are you parked?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm driving down 35. I am parked.
Thank you.
So I'm very happy to be here. And I will tell you, Marcene, I had to write some things down because, I can tend to go on. And so I'm only hitting just a few high points. So here goes. Are you ready?
Okay,
We're
we're ready.
Okay. So I met Marcene in 2006 when she interviewed for Keller ISD. I sat on the panel and probably just sat there looking dumbstruck because I was so thrilled that they were interviewing for such a position. And I'm a secretary in the building. I'm not an administrator, but I have a daughter. We have a daughter who dealt with substance abuse. So I thought Keller ISD was doing great things by doing this. And how could I know that they would hire the most amazing person ever? So that's how I, came to know Marcene as by knowing what she did and what she stood for. She was such a support to me because I was all over the place. It looks like I still am, but I'm really not like I was. I'm so much better, and she's a big part of that. She helped me with my family, with our daughter. And then as a result of some of the problems that we had in our family, we began to care for a grandbaby and still have him. And so Marcene has really walked through the last almost 16 years of this with me. And when I didn't know what to do or where to go or who to talk to, she was my support. And it didn't matter, on the business clock or off the clock. I could call her anytime, and she would always make time to talk to me. I'm so, are y'all still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't, what I say will not be adequate in regards to who you are and what you do, what you've done for me. And I'm just one person of many, I know, many, many, many. And I'm just so, you stay on top of the drug trends. There was so much I didn't know about. You taught me, you helped me to see things as they were. And you stay on top of, I didn't realize that these, it's like drugs are drugs, but they're trends and they change. And so anyway, like I said, I had to write, so I need to kind of wrap it up. But I just want to say you are, if somebody is looking for help or looking for help for a loved one, I cannot imagine a better person to reach out to than you. You're compassionate, supportive, highly educated, loving, kind, and knowledgeable, and you care. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. And I know that anybody that comes in contact with you is going to get the best. So that's for now what I have to say.
Thank you so much, Galen. I love you so much. And this is just, we're going to connect in a different way. And I love you so much.
I love
appreciate
you too. Best of everything. And yes, we will be connected.
Thank you for your support.
You are so welcome. I love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We got some good supporters, Dr. TJ.
Oh my goodness. That was so, I had to turn my camera off. That was just awesome.
That was wonderful. And we still have more to come. I think you have one coming up next.
What do I have coming up?
Greg. Is Greg here?
Greg Ballick. Up there you are. Let me unmute you. Hey, Greg. So this is Mr. Greg Ballick. We had the opportunity to meet maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I'll let you go from there, Greg.
Yeah, man, so it's crazy. We met 2 years ago. At the time I was working for the Keller Chamber of Commerce and was loving it, enjoying it. And I do a men's ministry group called Bridging the Gap. And one of the things that we focus on is mentorship.
Uh-oh. Greg is frozen.
He's frozen.
Greg, we're going to pause you and we'll come back to you. Who's next?
We have Jennifer. Oh, Greg is back.
Greg, you're back.
So I think I got disconnected.
Okay.
Am I good now?
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. You might be in a bad area.
Well, let me get this out then while I got this on. But no, seriously, man. I met Ms. Jackson about 2 years ago. Whenever we're doing a mentoring program for New Directions High School, and instantly, I mean, you ever just met somebody and you like, man, they get it. I just want to do life with those people. She was one of them, and the main reason why, and it didn't even increase as I saw her interaction with the students. And I think the two reasons why she is so successful at what she does is, and it's two things that are unfortunately not the norm in leadership, but absolutely necessary. Is teachable. She's very teachable. And the second thing is she listens. She listens, and not listens to necessarily give an immediate response, but listens to identify the needs to then sit here and equip the students on how she sees fit. But that all starts with listening and then also being teachable. I think that she probably walked away from most situations thinking, man, I learned so much from these students, and they're probably thinking I'm teaching them. But I think that's why she made the most impact. And to this day, I met her there, and she's become literally family to me. She was over watching the Super Bowl with us not too long ago, not because of any other reason other than she's family, and I love her, man. So that's really what I have to say about her. And there's so many other things, but the two that I came to mind were teachable and the ability to listen.
Thank you so much, Greg. Thank you. We got to partner again. We're gonna partner again in some stuff.
You let me know. I will tell you this: you're one of those people that whatever you need, my answer is yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
There ain't too many people that got that, but you got it. I'm gonna tell you, you one of them.
Thank you. Thank you. Same
Make
here.
sure you take note of that because we'll need a lot in the next
We got
2
it
months.
on. We got it recorded.
Oh, I thought I was getting back signal. No, anytime. You let me know. You let me know.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Chris.
you.
We appreciate you. I love you. I love your wife and your kids. And we'll talk soon. Thank you.
Sounds good. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I love Greg. I love what he and his friend group do in the community. They're awesome.
Well, we love what they stand for sure.
Mhm.
And the work that they do, reminding everyone it is all about healing. And that's what we're all about, being intentional about your mental health.
Mhm.
Next, we have Jennifer Gilly, who I think she's still on. Hi, Jen.
Hello.
And there she goes way back. She used to be my supervisor a long time ago. Before I came to Keller ISD, I was with Tarrant County Challenge at the time, which is now Challenge of Tarrant County. And I was a project director there, and we have continued to partner over the last 17 years since I've been gone. And I appreciate you so much for being here and your support as we launch this new venture.
Marcene, this is both for you and Dr. TJ. This is such an incredibly exciting day for our community. And it has been a joy and an honor to have worked with you for over 20 years. And in those last 2 decades, there's 2 things that I know from having worked with you and shared so many experiences in this community, is that there are a lot of people who throw around the words, strength-based and trauma-informed, and they're not just words for you. They're the way that you interact with people. It's never what's wrong with you. It is always what has happened to you, what brought you here, and how can we work with that to bring you to a better place. And you have, over the course of the last 20 years, built so many collaborations in this community. And now they are just part of your toolkit. You have an understanding of everything that is out there, and you have this holistic approach to serving others. And for me, that means that you know how you can bring resources to bear and to serve others that are in search of healing. And I have to tell you, I cannot imagine this concept of taking someone's heart and placing them in someone else's hands. I cannot imagine anyone that I would trust more than you two incredible, caring professionals that someone's heart could be in your hands. And so I'm rejoicing today for the two of you, but I have to be honest, I'm rejoicing more for our community because we have a gift that is going to bring and bear fruit for all of us. And I just thank you for taking this leap and making this happen. I wish you the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jen. I love that, rejoicing for this community. That means a lot. That's a big responsibility for us, Dr. TJ, but I think we have it. And thank you so much for your support. And I look forward to continued collaborations even in this new journey.
Yes.
And we do too.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Jennifer.
you.
Thank you.
Woo!
Right. Oh, I love that she said community. I love that she said community.
That's what we're all about.
I believe
when we talk more, go ahead.
People do not live in isolation.
No.
We are we are social creatures, and support systems need to be built that encompass all segments and sectors of someone's life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's part of what we do in IHCC, and we're going to talk more about it, is community programming and community mobilization. And you know, my experience with coalition building
and my experience with nonprofits.
Absolutely. So we're excited to connect all of those things and serve our communities as much as we're serving individuals.
Yes, yes.
Okay, who's next?
Next, I believe we have Stacy Hayhurst-Delval.
Hayhurst-Delval.
I apologize, Stacy, for messing up your last name.
Are you here?
I am. I'm just trying to figure out why it's not allowing me to turn on my camera. That's so weird.
Oh, we need to see your beautiful face.
I even got a jacket on for y'all. What's happening? Start my video.
Here, let me see if I can turn your camera on.
I just sent her a thing to
try.
I mean, I'm in the settings and it's just not letting me. That's so weird.
Oh no.
Let me click restart here. Start my video.
Do you want us to give you a moment and move on to someone else?
And come back.
Yeah, go ahead. And let me work on this because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we need to see you.
Oh, there you are, Stacey.
You're there.
Oh, you can see me?
No.
Well, we
turn
can
your
see
screen
your
around.
now.
Probably. You probably have it on one thing. It needs to go to the other. Are you on your phone?
No, I'm on my laptop.
Is the screen up? Do you have something covering the lens?
No. So weird. I just did a Zoom this morning.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah, come back to me.
Okay. Next up, we have Ms. Kiki Woods.
Ooh, Kiki.
Hey. Hey, can you hear me and see me well?
Yes, we can.
Oh my goodness. So this is definitely the collaboration that we all knew that we needed. Okay. I am incredibly excited for the two of you. I am so honored to see this. Like so many have said, this has been in the works. This needed to happen. And I am here to talk and just give a little bit more love to Dr. Jackson. But let me tell you, both of you are so influential in my life, the reason why I'm here, and talent. That when me being at Challenge, having the opportunity to meet both of you back in 2018, and the rest is history. Y'all are family. But going back to what some other people have said about your name, intentionality is in order to become what we intend to be, we have to be authentic. And when I think of Dr. Jackson, authentic is the first thing that comes to my mind from the very first time that we met back in your office at New Directions. We sat there and I was like, I like her. Like it was just so real. And I felt like I could just be myself. You understood. And the way that I've seen you work with students in those years that I just got to see you behind, on the side, in front, and in every direction, it was incredibly intentional and authentic and real and relatable and personable. And like I can just keep going on, but more importantly, it was you just showing up in your true self. And because of that, students, they just understood. It was safe. It was safe. And so again, I won't take up a whole bunch of time because I'm just excited. I want to see this continue to happen. I'm so sad that I'm not in Texas anymore where I can just put my hands on y'all and hug both of your necks. But I'm sending so much love to both of you. Much, much, much abundance and prosperity, especially for the gifts that you both bring to the table and how you're going to continue to share it out into the world. So, mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kiara. Thank you so much. I have to not cry.
Right. That was amazing. Gosh, we have so much support in our launch, and I am super excited. Let's move on to the next session. We were going to talk.
Do you want to try to see if Stacy can come back?
Yes. Stacy, are you able?
I'm here, but whenever I click to turn on the camera, it says you have to let me. Like it says.
Oh, hold on a minute.
It says you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
Oh, okay. Try that.
But it's still not working.
Okay.
I wonder.
Well, can you just talk?
You can talk, Stacy. I'm so sad we can't see you.
Man, I wanted y'all to see the excitement on my face. Darn it. Well, I'm Stacy Delval. I don't even know where to start with these ladies. I have been in the mental health and addiction industry for over a decade and started working with Dr. TJ and Marcene probably 7 or 8 years ago. We came together at some resource community events over in the Keller ISD area and became fast friends. I've always really worked hard to know all the resources that are out there so that I could work with counselors like TJ and Marcene. Anytime there was a family crisis, whether it was a teen at school, a family, an employee or their family, we always seemed to all come together and like, okay, what can we do for this family? And it didn't matter if it was morning, noon, night, late, weekends, whatever, we all worked together to make sure that they got what they needed. And so the part of your new agency that talks about heart, like I've never, seen so much heart than I have with these two ladies. Like they lead with heart. The way they work with families is with their heart and intention, of course, but you can tell how exhausted your efforts are every time you're working with the family. And, I've even had some of my own personal crises where Marcene has, talked with me about my own personal family and some of the tragedies. So, I would just say that there's not a person that I would not refer to you guys that I would not feel like they were safe, that they were going to be taken care of. And that's anything from a teen to a family to an intervention, like what can we do? And if they just take that leap, they're gonna feel immediately the future of their healing with you guys. That's what I feel is the future of healing. It's like it starts immediately because it's so comfortable and loving and kind. You exude that when you're in the room, whether it's talking about a family we need to serve or it's talking about how you doing, Stacy. It's like it just exudes from the both of you guys. So I'm super excited for for you guys, but I'm, like your other friend said, I'm super pumped for the community because we are in a mental health crisis and there's not enough good-hearted, loving and kind resources like you guys, and anybody that has the opportunity to work with you guys for their family's healing is going to be forever grateful. So I'm just excited for the community to get to know you guys and for you to spread the love.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank
Love you much.
Stacy.
That
Love
means so
you
much to us.
Love you
Yes.
guys so much. I'm so excited.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Like the voice
you.
of God, just talking over
Mhm.
us.
Whew.
Love it.
Thank you.
So next.
Okay. We need to share our mission and vision with those that are watching with us today and more about our services. So I'll start off.
Okay.
So our vision with Intentional Hearts Counseling and Consulting is to strengthen the heart, renew the mind, and rebuild the lives of those who want to be intentional about positive change in their life.
Yes.
Give us some feedback on that and let us know what you think. Go ahead.
Yes. When we were thinking about our vision, we were talking about changing from the inside out.
Right.
And so we wanted to make sure that people understood it's not a superficial change that needs to happen. It's a heart change, it's a mind change, it's a thought change, it's an outlook change that needs to happen so that positive change can occur in someone's life. Can you say that vision one more time, Marcene?
I sure will. To strengthen the heart, renew the mind, and rebuild the lives of those who want to be intentional about positive change in their life. And we're going to go about doing that with our mission, which is to provide counseling and consulting services that address the needs and goals of clients, especially concerning addiction and trauma, with a focus on solutions, thought patterns, and behaviors. You want to add anything to that, Dr. TJ?
When we talk about addictions, we're talking about substance use disorder and other addictions. And we're talking about prevention and intervention. Sometimes we know that there are factors, adverse childhood experiences, for example, and that can increase the likelihood of someone having a substance use disorder or addiction. And so part of what we do is we want to intervene early as possible, and we want to teach preventative measures. We want to teach and coach parents. We want to train school systems. We want to work with community agencies. We want to help build those prevention so we can build up those support systems, so we can build up those positive factors so that they begin to outweigh whatever negative factors may be in someone's life.
Absolutely. If you can change a community, and if you can change a community and a community as well, the people within the community become well, and it's healthier. And so we are going to continue to embark on school-based services. We are going to partner with agencies. We are going to provide professional development. This is a good time. Dr. TJ, what is your specialty?
Woo. So my specialty is working with, as we kind of mentioned earlier, working with teens and young adults who have some things going on in their world. And when I say teens, I'm saying as young as 12, 13 years old, all the way to 25, early young adulthood. This is the population that I'm trained in. This is the population that I work best with. Not to say that I can't work with older adults or younger children, but that teen and young adult is my niche area and age group. I also do parenting support and parenting classes. I do Love and Logic. We're both Love and Logic facilitators, but I
Right.
love doing the Love and Logic classes. And with that, I love doing groups. I love facilitating groups for all ages, whether that's in a school setting or in a private setting or a community-based setting. I love facilitating groups. Also, working with those with trauma, because substance use and addiction, it goes hand in hand with trauma. It's rare that
Right.
one is present without the other. Diversity, equity, and inclusion trainings is related to mental health, excuse me, and what else? Is that it? I think that's what I'm going to say for now. You can go to the website. You can go to www.intentionalheartcc.com and get more details. What about you, Marcene?
So, well, I have over 30 years experience as mental health and addiction professional in so many different arenas: probation, treatment. Yes, I was a probation officer for 10 years. I know that's hard to believe. Treatment, community coalition building, and education for the last 17 years. My specialties will include addiction and trauma. I also, again, am all about beauty from the inside out and female empowerment. I work with a lot of young ladies, older ladies, with women's issues and self-esteem, anxiety, and I am going to specialize in going into the homes and doing family interventions. I'm super excited about that.
Yes, we will both be doing in-home family interventions, and we'll be partnering with some of the people that you have seen so far in our launch party. Also, I forgot to add, Marcene, that I worked for 10 years in an alternative school setting, and I love, love, love that setting. Absolutely adored it. And I work with, and
I don't think too many people can do the work that you've done with the most at-risk kids and the kids that are the hardest to love. Every single child that came through that door, you built a relationship with them and their families. And I think that's a special gift that you have.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I have a couple of former students coming on in a few. Is it time for a giveaway?
It probably is. Let's see. I think it is time for 2 more giveaways.
All right. For our next giveaway, Andy, tell us in the chat, somebody, what is our vision? What is the vision of Intentional Hearts Counseling and Consulting?
Even if you can come close.
Can I give them a hint, Marcene? Can I give them a hint?
Give them a hint.
www.intentionalheartcc.com. And if you go to About Us.
Let us know our vision statement or what you remember about our vision statement.
Oh my God.
Andy, let us know.
As I look through the chat, we have.
I'm waiting to hear from them. Let's go, guys. Let me hear it.
We have, I guess, oh, I met this nice person yesterday. I went and saw her present yesterday, Dr. Mills from Motivating Minds Mental Health Counseling. We met yesterday and I was like, hey, I'm having a lunch. Could you come out? And she did. Thank you so much, Dr. Mills. I appreciate you.
So many wonderful people on here.
Melanie Main responded with healing from within.
Say that again.
Melanie Main responded first in the chat with healing from within.
Close.
Yes, it is very close because you summarized our vision statement with healing from within. So thank you, Melanie, for listening so closely. I think she deserves one of the t-shirts.
I believe she does. Melanie, please send us an email at support@intentionalheartcc.com. Send us an email with your address on it. We'll make sure we get that shirt to you. Send us your address.
And thank you for being here, Melanie. She is one of our biggest supporters and one of our closest friends.
Yes. Oh, Marcene, I see I'm sorry, I'm gonna do this, but I see some of my line sisters in the room. I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Alpha Chi chapter at the Tennessee
And
State
I am
University.
a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And we're still friends and partners.
Yes, we are. And so thank you to my line sisters and to my sorority sisters for showing up and supporting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. And I see some of your sorority sisters on as well, Marcene.
Yes, thank you to all of my sorors and all of my friends. And I even see my babies on here. Thank you to my kids. Thank you so much for all of your support. All right, what's next?
The next one is, next giveaway
We have another giveaway.
Hold on, my vision went away for a little bit. What are 3 services we provide? Who can tell us 3 services that we provide?
Three services that Intentional Hearts Counseling and Consulting provides.
Yes. Oh my goodness, Marcene, we have a special friend in the audience. We have our good friend, Kevin Kinley.
Oh, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. He always quietly shows up. Andy, where are we? Oh, I see one. We have individual and group counseling and interventions. That was from Stacy Hayhurst.
Okay, Stacy, congratulations. You have gotten an Intentional Hearts Counseling and Consulting t-shirt.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
I see my husband in the chat. Gotta send a shout out to my husband, to Mr. Terrell Shaw. Thank you, baby.
He has been super supportive.
Yes, he has. Next up, we have, is Elliot in the building yet?
Elliot, are you here? Let me see. If not, we were going to go to our video.
Yes, so we're gonna take a little break, get up, stretch, go get you a snack. We're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, we will have our guest speaker, Mr. Elliot Connie.
And he will be on each moment now, so let's just do 2 minutes.
Give it just a second and the video will play. But while we're getting ready to play, Marcene, what are you most excited about with this venture?
I'm most excited about continuing the work that I've been doing in saving lives, healing people, addressing some of the most critical mental health issues on a greater level. I'm loving that we are spreading our wings to help so many people. And I'm passionate about the work that we do and what we stand for. What about you?
I am excited to work with more people, work with different communities, I'm excited to be partnering with you in a partnering with you in a different way. I'm excited to all these years that we have built up. We talked about coalition building, these years that we have built up this network, and now to be able to offer that network to a larger group of people than what we were offering it to.
Absolutely.
Before. That is
Absolutely.
what I'm excited about.
I think that we have 2 other people that had given 3 services that we provide that we didn't see, and I would like to give them t-shirts as well. Tatanisha Eldridge, thank you so much, soror and friend, for being here. She said we provide trauma, addiction, and consulting. And then we have Manaya, who is my daughter, who said that we provide, let me see, I lost it, in-home intervention, trauma counseling, and young adults.
Yes, yes. And Melanie wants to gift her t-shirt. And so Melanie, just email us and let us know who we're gifting it to. And if you have their contact information, let us know.
Thank you so much.
So let's move on, Marcene, and we can do a couple more tests to have a couple more guest speakers.
Yeah. Let's do that. And I will
so we can start with
text.
Jonathan Valencia.
Oh,
Jonathan.
so my Jonathan, and I mean that. Jonathan, are you here? Oh my goodness.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh my
trying to
goodness.
connect to the
This
camera.
young man, I met when he was in 7th grade, and he is now a grown man, married with a child. I went to his wedding. I've been a part of his life this entire time. And you're why I do the work that I do. You are a testimony for me. And before you start, just let you know that I love you. This is a child of mine. My whole family knows about Jonathan Valencia.
Oh, hello, Miss Marcene. Hello, Miss Jackson.
Hello, Jonathan.
Well, to start off, my name is Jonathan Valencia. A little bit about myself. I'm 27 years old. I'm a father of a 2-year-old, and I'm married to a beautiful woman. I come from a dark past where gang, drugs, and violence was a big part of it. I used to be in and out of jail, in and out of rehab. I met Miss Marcene when I was 15 years old, and along the way, Miss Jackson came in the picture. If it wasn't because it's two beautiful, independent, strong, and very determined women intervened in my life and never let me down, I don't know where I would be at this moment. I've had up and downs, mostly downs, but these two women never left my side. If it wasn't because of them, I don't know where I would be at this moment, honestly. These women, they're very, very independent. They're strong. They taught me not to give up and to always strive for more and to fight for what I want. If you were to ask the old me where did I see myself in a couple of years, I think my answer would have been either in jail or dead. Sorry. There's two women that have so much patience. They have so much patience and love for the youth that I know if I ever needed their help, I wouldn't think twice about reaching out to them. A lot of people come from different backgrounds, some from unstable families, some from stable families. In my case, I come from a stable home where, I come from a home with a united family who was a great support system, but hanging out with the wrong crowd is what led me down the wrong path. For me, I had to hit rock bottom before I could make that U-turn in my life. And if it wasn't because Miss Marcene and Miss Jackson, because of their guidance, dedication, patience, and love, if it wasn't because of them, I don't think I would have been able to done it by myself. I'm now going on 3 years of being a successful business owner, and I'm blessed with a beautiful family. And I owe it all to you guys, and I love y'all, and I wish the best for y'all. And I'm here for anything. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Love you so much. You're doing a great job. And like you said, you have a dark past, but it's not your story.
Nope.
It's not your story.
You've helped so many. I've seen you help others. So I appreciate that. Oh,
I appreciate you guys. I love y'all.
Thank you, Jonathan. Love you.
I wish y'all the best.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Look who's here.
Here we have Mr. Elliot Connie, the one, the only.
Yes, sir.
The hope dealer.
Yes,
I'm pushing
sir.
you, feeling you.
Yes, sir.
All right, Elliot, it's on you. You're here and we're grateful, and it's your time for us.
Putting on shoes because I'm actually heading to the I was almost say my airport, but to the airport in a minute. But I was thinking about like what I would say talking about the two of y'all, and I still don't know that I have a great thing to say, to be honest. Like my drug of choice is inspiration. And when I was in graduate school, I wanted to do something called solution focused brief therapy. And I quickly learned that all the agencies wanted me to do CBT, and I didn't want to do that. So I decided to go into private practice. And as an African American, I actually had people tell me that you can't be successful in private practice as a Black person. They actually said that to me. And I said, how come? And they said, because if you put your office in an affluent area, those areas are mostly non-Black and clients want a therapist that looks like them. And if you put your office in an area that is heavily dominated with people of color, then they can't afford your service. And I just thought that was ridiculous. So I put my office in a place called Keller, Texas. I didn't know anybody in Keller, Texas. The way I found that office was I was leaving my insurance guy. And this was when like I would drive to my insurance guy once a month to pay him. Like you couldn't like pay online like you can now. I would drive to pay him, and his office happened to be in Keller. And back then, driving north from Arlington, Keller was like Oklahoma. Like you feel like you're on like Davis Avenue forever. And one day I was leaving his office and I knew I was going to open a private practice. So I was driving down Keller Parkway and I just started making note of all of the like 4 lease signs. And there was an office I can afford. I was sharing an office with a play therapist. So there was like a second office, and that second office had this little cubby, and that could be her play therapy office. So that's where I put my office. So here I am, this Black guy in this affluent, mostly non-Black area, and didn't know what to do. And somehow I meet Marcene, and I got invited to. Marcene at the time was working as a like counselor for Keller and a leader in the counseling department for Keller. And Marcene's passion, knowledge, and skill to help people overcome addictions, it oozes out of every pore in her being. And I met Marcene, and she saw something in me and started referring clients to me for like a decade. And now, like I'm a world known psychotherapist, and I just got off of I'm teaching at a panel at a conference with Master P and Charlemagne the God, and like, but none of it would have happened if it weren't for Marcene, because I wouldn't have made it through step 1, which is establishing a successful therapy practice. And as this one Black male therapist in Keller, Texas, if I had failed at step 1, then the rest of these things would not be happening. This is my 5th book. It wouldn't have been written if I had failed at a therapy practice, because at the time, a very real possibility was my therapy practice would fail, and then I'd have to go get a job at an agency, and I wouldn't be this dude. You know, like I wouldn't be this guy. So y'all need to understand, like Marcene and Tashara, like, and I met Tashara later. She was working at the alternative school. Do you remember that? Kids need an advocate because life is hard for teenagers, and not just teenagers struggling with addiction, but like, can y'all imagine being a teenager right now? Like, I can't even imagine being a teenager right now. Like, I can't even fathom the things these kids have to deal with right now, the distractions available to them, the things at their fingertips, some awesome, some less so. I cannot imagine being a teenager right now. Teenagers need an advocate. We've almost criminalized teenager decisions, because when teenagers mess up, it has like lifelong consequences. They need a guide. Like they need, and as families, like we're not designed to help kids deal with online bullying and drugs being at your fingertips. Like we are not built for the world that is currently in existence. We're just not. So when you tell me that Tashara and Marcene are opening a therapy practice to guide teenagers and families through that process, you have to support it. You just have to. because there's no way to navigate these really murky waters in these really murky times. And these are two people that have dedicated their lives to this, like literally dedicated their lives. They happen to decide to use their skill, knowledge, know-how, and abilities working at a school. And now they've decided to share it with the world in a different way. So I hope everybody knows how fortunate our field is, how fortunate these families are. Like, I feel like, look, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say this real quiet, but I don't want to live in Texas. Texas is kind of weird. But the state of Texas is very lucky that these two women are licensed. Like, this is where they get to do their thing, because I think Texas families are about to benefit forever. And if you're able to just like help one kid put down drugs and pick up hope, then it's all worth it. And I know that a lot of kids are going to have their lives changed by these two women. So I just say congratulations. If you need anything from me, I'm happy to do it. I'm sorry I have to run to the airport, but I'm gonna be back. When I get to the airport, I'm gonna pull up Zoom again, and I'm gonna join and say, yeah, I'm gonna say more stuff. But I think families just got luckier. And the journey to being successful in private practice is a hard one. Y'all know I've walked that path a lot. It's a hard one. So we need to support Marcene. We need to support Tashara. We need to, like, in supporting Marcene and Tashara, we're supporting families, because all we're doing is helping them have more access to families. So the longer they stay thriving in their therapy practice, in their business, the more families get help. So let's make them thrive. Let's support them. Let's help these kids, because I can't think any two people better to do that.
Thank you so much, Elliot. Thank you. Thank you. We go way back.
No problem. I love you both.
Thank you. Love you.
All right, I'll see you on the other side. My background will be different,
right.
but I'm gonna see you on the other side.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
I love it.
We've got a lot of love.
We
got a lot of love.
Next, we have Chris Roby. I love Chris. I met Chris. Chris, if you could go ahead and turn your camera on. I met Chris, I think in 2012, 2013.
Something like that.
And now he is the, I should know what your official title is. He is the CEO, I think, of Teen Life. And then I'll let you take it from there.
Thank you, Dr. TJ and Marcene. Great to see you, and congrats on the opening of the new practice.
Thank you.
I apologize for my echoey location. I'm in an office building somewhere in Dallas. I couldn't really tell you where I am. I just got out of a meeting, and so I found the most quiet spot I can get, but it's super echoey, so I'm sorry about that. But congratulations on this practice that's opening up. And one of the things when I talk to families and students about taking care of their mental health, one of the things that comes up a lot is access. Is how do I get counseling? Who do I go to? Who do I talk to? And a lot of times the answers are limited. There are only a limited amount of counselors out there who are working with teenagers and caring about the mental health of adolescents. And it's hard to get them to an appointment, right? And it's hard to get them to the place. And for what you guys are doing, launching a service like this where the access is going to be there for students, I'm so thrilled about. Like, it's something I deeply care about. And so for those of y'all who don't know Teen Life and what we do, we provide support groups to middle school and high school students on school campuses. And we've worked directly with Marcene and Tashara since 2012, I guess. I don't know. Y'all can do the math on that, but it's been a really long time.
10 years.
It's been about 10 years, yeah, which blows my mind. But we try to provide a space where a teenager can come and feel safe to talk. We operate on the preventative end of mental health. We're really trying to get out ahead of issues, but also a place where a student can experience, for lack of a better term, mental health triage, where we're able to identify, hey, if a kid's struggling in our group and needs extra support, now I know where I can send them, right? And the work that you guys are doing through your new practice it gives me another tool in our arsenal, so to speak, where a kid from a hard place or a student who needs extra support can go to someone that I trust. And so that's such a valuable thing for me when it comes to knowing where to send a student or to send a family. And so I am so proud of you guys and thrilled for you guys. Tashar, thank you for inviting me to be a part of this. If you don't know, Tashar is also on my board at Teen Life, and why that's so important. She helps guide the decisions and the direction of organizations that care about these things, and has an active voice in the futures of nonprofits and organizations that are doing this. And so she volunteers her time and her wisdom to us. And I just could not be more grateful for your role and who we are and what we become and who we're becoming. We're just getting started, right? And so I'm thrilled for you guys, and I'm honored y'all let me be a part of this.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Chris.
much.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting us, for trusting me, for trusting Marcene, and for trusting our new agency. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
So excited. It's gonna be great.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good to see
Looking
you
forward
guys.
to it.
Yep.
Marcene, who do we have next?
We have Savannah McDowell, who is another former student of mine. And are you here, Savannah?
Hey.
Hi, Savannah.
I have to excuse my voice. My kids gave me shot. I love that.
Oh.
So I'm so excited for you guys. A little background about me. I'm 27 years old, and I've known Marcene since I was 14. And she has just been a relentless support system in my life. I come from a family that was just really broken. My father was in the federal penitentiary for 16 years, and my mother was a alcoholic and used narcotics. And I was just one of those kids that the system just gave up on me. They just decided I was a lost cause because of the lack of parental support that was in my life. During my high school years, people stopped showing up for me because I was just I'm going to do what I want to do, and nobody can tell me anything else. And I met Marcene at an alternative school, and she was the counselor there. And it got to the point that I would show up to go to school just to be around her, because she was such a support system in my life. And I think that's one of the things about Marcene, is that she's not just a counselor. You can tell, aside from her certifications, that she really cares for the people that she works for. And up until today, now I'm a stay-at-home mother of 3, and still, even the things that she taught me as a kid, I apply them to my life and my marriage and my parenting. And it just means so much to me. And I'm so excited for all the kids that you're going to get to work with, because I just know that you're that backbone for people. And you starting this, that's going to be so great for just the community in general.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
You're
Savannah.
You're so welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much.
I love you too. And I can't wait to see you again really soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate you coming on here, even though you're sick.
Absolutely. That's part of having kids. They bring everything home from school. Well, thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Savannah. Thank you for logging on. Thank you for your support. And again, that may have been your past, but it's not your story.
Yeah.
And I got you.
Thanks to you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Oh my goodness.
Our last person.
Oh, we have one more person.
Yes, near and dear to my heart. We have Miss Emma Moss. Emma, if you could come on.
Hi.
This is Miss Emma. She was one of my first students that I had when I moved back to the DFW area and started working here. And I'll let you go from there, Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma Moss, and as Dr. TJ said, I was one of her students, gosh, way back in the day. Sorry, I'm also getting over being sick. It's going around. I guess 2012, 2013, I started going to, well, first DAEP, and then I switched over to the New Direction side, which was much, much better. But, you know, Dr. TJ is one of those people that, like, it's been said this whole launch and through all these people, but you are so authentic and so easy to open up to. And you were one of those people that I really needed at that point in my life to keep me grounded and remind me that I was human, because it really was a crazy time in my life for so long. And I just felt like I was in this tornado. And anytime I walked into her office, I had to breathe for a second and I got to land for a few minutes, and she helped me with a lot of things that I still use to this day. A lot of techniques and a lot of words of wisdom and a lot of hope. And, you know, the only time I ever do any public speaking whatsoever is because you asked me to, ever. This is 3 times now. But I will always do it for you because I believe in what you do. And Ms. Marcene, it is very nice to meet you. I've been asked several times in the past few years if I've met you, but it's nice to finally
Nice to meet you too.
So excited for so many more people to get to experience that hope and experience that sense of relief that sometimes, you know, teenagers need. I mean, I can't imagine being a teenager nowadays either. It was hard enough, you know, almost 10 years ago, and I can't imagine adding, you know, what's happened since then on top of all of that. So even though I'm not in Keller and I can't, you know, be there physically to hug you both and say congratulations, I just know that y'all are going to do so great. And I'm excited for everybody that gets to experience what you guys have to offer. It's really, really awesome.
Thank you, Emma.
So
And
welcome.
I always tell the story. You know, I got to tell a story. The very first grant I ever wrote and got, my first one, I was awarded my first grant I ever wrote, was because of Emma, because we used to do counseling sessions in this little hallway leading to my office because we just she needed to physically ground and be on the floor.
Yeah.
And needed space. And I used to have a Tabo ball and I gave it to her, Blueberry. And Emma, you will always be near and dear to my heart. I love you dearly. And thank you for always showing up when I need you. Thank you. Thank
always. You were always there when I need you, no matter how long it's been. And yeah, I always got your back.
Thank you. Love you. And thank you for waiting. Oh,
good luck to you both.
Thank you. Bye.
I think people don't understand that they've poured just as much into us and taught us as much or more than we've taught them and poured into them as well, Dr. TJ. It looks like she is frozen. Are you there? Yeah, it looks like she is frozen. So at this time, we are going to do some more giveaways. I know her internet was a little spotty, so hopefully she'll be back with us soon. Our next giveaway is, and I've said it multiple times, what is our website address? What is our website address? Andy, let us know when we get some answers. What is our website address? Anybody know? It's for the next giveaway. Anybody other than Stacy who knows all the answers? What is our website address? Tashara's, Dr. TJ's electricity just went out in her neighborhood. So she is out. She's going to try to log in her phone.
Marcene, it looks like Jonathan Valencia has it correct, your website.
Okay, so Jonathan, you are the winner of the next t-shirt giveaway. www.intentionalheartscc.com. The other one is, what is our email addresses? What are our email addresses? We are also about to open up for Q&A, or I am about to open up for Q&A because Tashara is trying to log in her phone because the electricity went out in her home. And so I am open to questions at this time. We have, hopefully you've gotten to know myself and Dr. TJ and the history of Intentional Hearts, our vision, our mission statement, all of the testimonials, and our services. And so we want to know if you all have any questions that you would like to ask that we can answer for you today during this launch, before we do some final giveaways and closing remarks. Any questions? Looks like we might finish a little early.
Can you hear me, Marcene?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that would be on your exclusionary criteria for families you would work with?
No, not at this time. Of course, if they're actively suicidal or they need detox treatment at the time, then we would, of course, need to address those and stabilize those before we would be able to work with them. If there's a higher level of treatment needed, then we would refer them out.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions? Andy, who asked the very first question on the chat?
The very first. Let me check. I have no questions, but lots of comments that I shared. You want the first person that was on the chat or just questions?
Yes, let's do that.
Let me.
That's going to be our final giveaway.
I'm
You're back, Dr. TJ.
There was a loud clap of thunder and then electricity went off in the neighborhood.
I told everybody that the electricity was out in your home, so you might join us by phone. I'm glad you're back.
Yes.
Kiki was the first one in the chat and she said, hey, you two.
Okay, then she gets a t-shirt as well. We'll have to mail it out to her. Just a reminder, if you have won a t-shirt as a giveaway, please fill out the form so that we have all of your information and we can make sure that we mail that out to you.
Also, I guess we should have reminded them earlier, there is a link to our feedback form for our lunch party / open house. If you could click that link. Chris, if you could possibly pull up that slide too for us. But if you could click that link with the feedback form and complete our feedback form, and you can get a certificate of attendance, we would greatly appreciate it.
Any questions? We have no questions, Tashara. We had one. If we had any exclusions with the families that we will be working with, and I said if they're actively suicidal or under the influence and need detox or something like that, we would want them to be stabilized first, or if they need a higher level of treatment, we will refer out. Other than that, please again visit our website, www.intentionalheartscc.com. It is live. It has all the information that you need. Our emails are Marcene@intentionalheartcc.com and Dr. TJ at intentionalheartcc.com. Please complete the launch feedback form. You will also get a certificate of attendance. The QR code is now on the screen for you. I think what we wanted to do to end today, if we don't have any questions, is I wanted to share with you, Dr. TJ, how I think that you are intentional. And when I think about you and I think about intentionality, which you know is my favorite word, right? Is I think about how intentional you are in relating to all people, all walks of life, all backgrounds. There is not a place that you won't go to save or to support a young person. I have seen you on the streets. I have seen you walk into jobs. I've just seen you work with the hardest of the hardest. You know, I have a saying that says that, you know, kids that are loved, they come to school to learn. Kids that don't have love at home or don't have the support measures in place, they come to school to be loved. And you, my friend, are that person that has loved all kids. And I love you for that. And I'm so excited about our venture.
Oh, I hate you right now.
I hate both of you. I don't want to cry.
Thank you, Marcene. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love your intentionality. When we first met, you were my supervisor, you were my boss. And you've always been intentional about being a servant leader and being someone who teaches and trains others. I want to echo what Elliot said earlier about the step one. You were my step one. When I got that job and first started there, I didn't know anything about substance use. And I came to you one day, I think I came to you one day and I said, you know, all my students are using drugs. Like, I don't know what to do with this. And you worked with me through that. And then one day you told me you should go and get your LCDC. And I was like, really? And you're like, yeah. And I did that because of you, because of what you saw in me and what you nurtured in me. And so you're very intentional about raising the next generation of counselors. And with that, you spread your knowledge and your wisdom and your discernment literally throughout the country at this point, because of those counselors who have come up under you. And I'm just proud to go from being co-workers and go from being my supervisor, my mentor, to us now being co-pilots in this and doing this journey together. And I am forever grateful for that and that intentionality. Yes, you are intentional with your clients, but you're also intentional with those around you and lifting up everyone around you. So I appreciate that. And I love you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we're ready to do this, Dr. TJ. This is our official launch for Intentional Hearts Counseling and Consulting. We have had a great time with you all for the last hour and a half. We are waiting to see if there are any additional questions.
There is one.
And what areas will you serve for in-home interventions? The answer for myself is anywhere. If it's over 50 miles, there will be a travel fee assessed with that. But we are willing to travel and go anywhere to help a family and do interventions. Any other questions? Are we good, Andy?
Yes, we're ending with beautiful comments and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We may not know everyone who's on here, and hopefully we'll get the chat where we can review it, but to our families, to our friends, our coworkers, our colleagues, you know, the community resource partnerships, my kids, I am so, so grateful for all of your support.
So we thank you. We thank you 1,000 times over, 1,000,000 times over. Again, please, please, please complete the launch feedback form. We tried to make it as simple as possible. And
the QR code, please.
Yes, we look forward to partnering with you in whatever ways that looks like. And we appreciate you for taking time out of your day to be with us and to celebrate with us. And with
Thank
that,
you. This is a celebration.
Hey, Marcene, you ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, ready? Two vibes, one vision.
Intentional hearts, counseling and consulting. We love y'all.
We love
Chris,
y'all.
take us out with our video. Love you.
Take us out with our video, Chris.
In.
Thank you, guys.
Here we go.
One vision, intentional hearts, counseling and consulting.
Hi everyone, I am Tashara Jackson, also known as Dr. TJ. I am excited to be co-partnering with my beautiful friend Marcene. I specialize in working with teens and young adults who come from difficult lives or who may be a little bit harder to love. Counseling is, I feel like, my passion and my calling.
I'm Marcene Weatherall. I'm a licensed chemical dependency counselor, and I'm excited to be a partner with Tashara Jackson and Intentional Hearts. My specialty is addiction and trauma using the solution-focused approach, and I believe that you are your best accessory.
Y'all.